The number 1 horse today is Vindictive, ridden by Ron Luchard, owned by Vantage Point Limited, and trained by Scott Jensen. Wearing the 1A today, it's Ultra Dash, and Lee Gates in the saddle, owned by Vantage Point Limited, and trained by Scott Jensen. The number 2 horse has been scratched from race number 1, so scratch number 2. And in the 3rd position, it's Certain Pleasure, ridden by Julie Fritz, owned by Teresa Shelton, and trained by Nicole Brown. In the number 4 position, it's Syndication, ridden by Brian Buchholz, owned by Fran Goggins, and trained by Joanne Wood. S. Dakota is in the 5th position, ridden today by Dan Walcott, owned by Linda Fradiani, and trained by Joanne Wood. And at number 6, it's Napatox Mirage and Rhonda Weirs, owned by Frank Halwerda, and also trained by Frank Halwerda. Those are the contestants for race number 1. It's 5 minutes until post. Race number 1 this Saturday afternoon at Mount Pleasant Meadows. And they're off for race number 1 this afternoon at Mount Pleasant Meadows. It's Vindictive on the inside, right next to Ultra Dash, Certain Pleasure, Syndication, S. Dakota, and Napatox Mirage rounding out the field. As they come up past the grandstand through the first straight leg of the race, it's Vindictive, followed by S. Dakota and Syndication. Vindictive taking the lead going into the first turn. Ultra Dash, Certain Pleasure, and Napatox Mirage rounding out the field as we complete through the first turn. Heading into the backstretch, it's still Vindictive, stretching out the lead, now to 3 lengths, followed by Syndication. And following through the backstretch, there's Ultra Dash, S. Dakota, Napatox Mirage rounding out the field, heading now into the second turn. It's still Vindictive with a commanding lead, 3-4 lengths ahead as we come through the final turn. Coming into the final stretch, it's still Vindictive, now 5 lengths ahead, followed by Syndication. There's S. Dakota and Certain Pleasure working hard, but crossing the finish line first, it's Vindictive, followed by S. Dakota, Ultra Dash,